How's it going, everybody? Welcome to episode 11 of the ChiTownPod. We're back after a holiday hiatus. Um, it's just a recap. It's mostly going to be Bears today. If we have time at the end, we'll talk about the Bulls and Blackhawks. That's probably going to be on Friday though, because the Cubs don't do anything. Only team in baseball that haven't signed
Yeah, I
a big
know.
league deal.
Twins,
So
yeah, because the Twins
the
signed
Twins did
somebody
something.
today,
Yeah.
so it's just us now.
How
But
was your Christmas, Tom?
got a great haul. Got a great haul.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
Yeah, fuck family. I want gifts. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, no, it was a good time, and bank account was blessed. So
Yes, bank. I think that's the
it's
biggest
because the
biggest
thing
one.
is at our age, like we get a lot of money, and we don't have to give gifts yet. Like obviously like to your like parents and then like siblings and then like for you like your girlfriend, but like besides that, because it's like I've like talked about this before. It's like once you get a job out of college is when you have to start buying gifts for other people.
I would agree with that for sure.
So right now I'm in like in my prime. Should we like kind of share our top five or top three or things we got?
Yeah. You go first,
Okay.
since I helped you make your Christmas list like a
Yeah,
little child.
we made a Christmas list because we were like, my mom gave me like a budget. I'm like, all right, like
I'd like to point out we made this Christmas list in October.
was it really? I think it was
It was
might have
maybe
maybe.
maybe early November.
Yeah, but I mean it had to be done. I mean it worked because we were
It
four for
worked like
four.
a charm.
We were 4 for 4 on the list. But number one gotta be the Ping G430 LST.
Ooh, it's a
At
pretty driver.
very pretty driver, and the good thing about this driver is obviously it's very good. It's very forgiving. And the problem with Ping is the noise that it makes usually sucks. This one does not, and that matters a lot.
Well, ping makes a ping.
Well, they kind of got rid of that.
I know. The old
No-
ones used to.
Yeah, which is good. Number two, I got to go with the Jordan 1 Low Gray Wolves.
There you go. I mean,
Elite
those are
shoe.
just such a pretty shoe.
Dude, I wore him to like the gym yesterday just because like I wanted to flex. I was like, dude, and it's kind of funny. Like I'd be like on like a dumbbell bench, and there's some dude would be staring at my shoes and made me feel
Oh,
good.
that's gotta be, like, one of the best feelings.
Number three, number three, my new basketball shoes. I got LeBron. I think is it 20? I don't know, but they're All Star. It's All Star. If you look at LeBron
Were
All
those
Star shoe,
they were the shoes that we put the picture of?
yeah, yeah.
Those are s
But
they're clean.
if you, I actually have a funny story with that, which I'll talk about right now. But if you look at LeBron All Star shoe, it will pop. It's like blue, and then like the sole is like what's like the word? It's like pink, but I'm trying to rose. It's rose gold, basically. It's the best way to put it. But so I played basketball yesterday too. They worked like a charm, but I've never seen anybody else with these shoes ever before. Never. I walk in. First thing I see is this kid's got them on. I'm like, "Are you gotta be kidding me?" I almost left. I almost left.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I was like, dude, I was with my friend Kevin. I'm like, dude, like, bro, let's just go home.
Just to go home.
Let's just go home.
I don't even wanna play anymore.
But no, they worked really well, and I shut the lights out yesterday. It was one of those days. My game is like I'm a shooter, and I get that like if we're playing 2K, like my limitless range is on like gold or Hall of Fame. I can really stretch it.
That's true.
But yeah, that worked well. Number four, it's got to be. So I got this Michael Jordan like poster picture, and like I don't know how would you mural. I don't know how you describe, but it is elite.
Poster, it looks exquisite.
But I will make a TikTok about that because it is very cool, and I feel like you guys would like that too. And then number five, I think it's got to be the John Wall jersey. I
Oh,
mean,
you ended up getting John Wall jersey?
yeah, I did. That's like I needed that. He's my favorite player of all time. So, and I got his Kentucky one since I go there, which is elite stuff.
There you go.
How about you? Let's get the top five.
Damn, well, apologies in advance. I'll do number 1 first. I'm a big nerd outside of sports, so I got a nice Lego set for Christmas. It was Mos Eisley's Cantina. It's about 3,100 pieces. I'm gonna start building that right after we stop recording.
How long is that gonna take?
A couple days.
Okay.
um, Number two. I got a microphone to everyone on YouTube. You see that? Apologies if my audio is weird. I don't know how to use it yet. I just opened it about 5 minutes ago. So we'll see what happens. Number 3. I didn't get a lot of like gifts, if that makes sense. I got a lot of money.
I mean, that can count.
I'll put that at number 3 then. That might be number 3 and number 4. Um, well, we'll put number 4. I got a bunch of Top Golf gift cards.
Nice. I'm going to actually go to Top Golf tomorrow.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then number 5, my girlfriend got me Arizona Wildcats Richard Jefferson jersey.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah,
Why didn't you send that to me?
it's coming in today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So that's gonna be
you
sick.
got the right one because you
It
told
was,
you are you,
between him or Andre Iguodala.
and that's an easy choice every time.
I would agree.
But all right, I mean,
All right,
good,
let's
solid Christmas.
solid
Of course,
Christmas. I
of
hope
course.
everybody else had a good Christmas. We apologize for the week-long break, but
Was
we're
it really
back.
a week?
Yeah, last episode was December 20th.
Wow. We kind of, I guess, like holidays, you get busy.
Holidays. Yeah.
Yeah, it is what it is. Got a lot of stuff going on. Like even like today, like I was telling Tristan, like I gotta like record this, and I gotta have like a whole day of stuff ahead of me that I gotta do.
So do I. Family's
So
still in town. But we'll be back to our regular Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule.
just like now, I guess. Like
Yeah.
what we're gonna do is we'll combine probably Bulls and Blackhawks with the Cubs on Friday, just because like the Cubs have done. Like there's just nothing to talk about.
Makes me irrationally angry.
But all right, let's kick off.
Let's talk some Bears here. Bears get a meaningless win over the Cardinals.
Woohoo!
I mean, it wasn't even like one of those feel good wins where you just blew the brakes off them.
They should have. They're up 21-0.
21-0.
What they win by like 10, which was like
11 maybe.
it was. So what happened was like the Cardinals just went for it on like 4th down and like because they like had to try to win the game and then they turned it
I
over.
totally disagree with that decision.
I didn't.
It was like 4th and 8 on your own 25. You said the 2-minute warning and 2 timeouts.
I mean, yeah, but like their defense is just so bad. Like I just don't really trust. Yeah, but like we were running the ball so well the entire game.
That's true. Khalil Herbert had a monster game.
Yeah, he did. But we'll talk about Fields like right now. I mean, we'll talk the win. We like obviously like you love to see your team win, but at this point in the season, I was kind of rooting for a loss
It's just one of those where it's like I didn't care about the outcome.
I want to be able to get Malik Neighbors, and I don't think it's good. I've actually opened up to Roma Dunzi a little more. Or
Dude, I'm
Dunze.
telling you,
I feel like Dunzi sounds cooler.
It does,
but
it's an
Odunze.
Odunze.
I'm opening up to it. I like watch a little more. I just like kind of I'm like a Washington hater, Loki. It's just the only reason.
Dude, I was a Penix truther at the beginning of the year.
I bet on Oregon both times and lost.
Oh, well, that's why you're a Washington hater.
Yeah.
I mean, I bet on Oregon the second time. Tom is normally very good with his gambling advice.
Yeah, I did.
He led me down the wrong path.
I did really good on Christmas. Those are like I gave Tristan 2 bets. I gave him like Raiders 10.5, and I gave him Ravens 6.5, and that like they both went out right.
Yeah.
And he actually, speaking of bad gambling advice, you told me not to take Ravens money line.
I didn't think Purdy was gonna stink it up.
Especially, here's the word of advice to the gambling listeners: if it's like a defensive team and the spread is 10.5, you take that every time.
Every time. I didn't take it because I didn't get it in time.
The Raiders are like top 5 in EPA per play on defense since like week 7. That just made no sense for that spread to be that big.
Their defense won the game. They scored 2 touchdowns.
No, exactly. I'm exactly. That's what I'm saying though. It's like if it's like especially like the Ravens too. Like they're the best defense in football. Like and 6.5 is a lot of points especially against when their offense is no joke either.
Yeah. So,
but that's just a word of advice. Just think of it like that.
Exactly.
But we'll talk about Fields' performance. We're trying to turn this into a little thing here where we kind of just grade him. It's like we're grading him every week, even though there's 2 more weeks left because we started this podcast like a month ago. So
in the middle of the season, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean next season will be a more routine.
We'll do some Bulls grading soon
Oh
once
yeah.
football's
Well,
over.
we'll keep like more into them and the Hawks when football's over. But I mean, personally, my favorite is football. But
Big podcast news. If anyone's going to the Bears game
oh yeah,
uh, this Sunday, Thomas and I will be there. I'm sure we'll make a TikTok.
yeah, we
Maybe
will.
we'll vlog a little bit to post to YouTube.
Yeah, that'd be
Uh,
kind of funny.
I think we're in section 324.
Do we pregame it? We could because we're gonna take the train.
We could. We're gonna take the train.
Oh, I tell you that I don't know if we should talk about this now. I'll just say it really quick. But we should take the train near me because that can get us
Yeah,
pretty damn
stay your
close.
moms. Stay your
Because
moms.
I was gonna say just park at my house, but podcast just literally just means nothing for you guys, so we're just not gonna talk about this now. But
Yeah.
I just disclaimer. But yeah, okay, let's go. What's your Justin Fields grade? Like,
All right.
we go A through F, or
Looking
A
at his
plus through
stats
F.
here, 15 for 27, 170 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 1 horrendous interception. Um,
Yeah,
97 rush yards and 1 rushing touchdown. Considering that 53 of his passing yards came on a beautiful Cole Kmet catch at the beginning of the game, I'm giving him a C.
C. C is average. And
C's average. That's just the best way to describe him.
Yeah.
He gets a C. This was the worst passing defense in football. Yes, his top 2 targets got hurt. I will give him that. That's why it's not lower. Honestly, if DJ Moore and Cole Kmet didn't get hurt, and this was his final stat line, where he gave us 260 total yards of offense, I would have given him a D.
Yeah, we would have a problem if they did not get hurt.
But it's just when you're playing the Arizona Cardinals, it should not have come down to the defense having to get a stop in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, like we had so many chances to he in the second half, dude. He had like I'm not even 50 passing yards, maybe. Because Cole Kmet had 107, I think, in the first half.
Yeah. I think it was it was all over Twitter. I know Let Ryan Poles tweet about it.
Lerp.
He had 50.
Oh, exactly.
Oh wait, no, I lied. 35.
Oh boy. Yeah, it's kind of
That is
a little
not
showing.
good.
That is rough. I'll give my little analysis of the game. I'm ranging like a C plus B minus here. Like, I was telling like a 79.5, like maybe you'll round it up to a B minus.
Yeah, he gets rounded up.
If your professor's nice. But yeah. I mean his he had one throw that I actually thought was good. And that was not the deep ball to come at, but it was like maybe a 20-yard, 30-yard catch to come at. It was like over a linebacker, and then the safety was behind him. That was a nice throw.
It was a nice layer route.
It was a little
It's a touch pass.
Yeah, just like layered it right over linebacker on a little crosser. And so that was a good that was genuinely a good throw. But the one to come at, like, people on Twitter were like, "Oh my goodness!"
Oh my God. The Komet made that play happen. That
just
ball was underthrown by about 15 yards.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna even like dissing his arm strength. It's just like you threw a 50-50 ball, and just like it wasn't even like you were leading the guy. He was literally just standing there. So
Exactly.
I can't put that much credit. He ran well. He did run well, but we know he can run well. That's not
average 10.8 yards per 10.
That's not the debate at this point. He had one sick run though, where he looked back at the guy.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool. I like I said, we don't hate the guys. Just think we should go a different direction.
Look, I wanted him to be the guy so bad because I loved him at Ohio State, and he just wasn't.
Yeah,
So,
it is what it is. This offseason, you can't make that same mistake. Get coaching staff, like pairing off your rookie QB, and then
give me a Bobby Slowick and Caleb Williams.
Yeah, I mean, I need like offensive mind, really. I mean,
I know you're on the Ben Johnson train,
but there's like I really like I know like our fan base would be so mad, but the Ravens defensive coordinator, it's like McDonald, is so good.
dude. If we hired another defensive coach,
Oh no,
If we even
we
fire Eberflus,
they'd
Bears
erupt.
Twitter will melt down.
No, I know. Like that's why I wish like this is not the scenario we were in because I think he'll be a really good coach, but you know what do you know? But
Well, what about Mike Tomlin?
that I think that got shut down. It already got
It
shut
did?
down. Yeah, like they said that like they're planning on extending him.
I mean, I don't that's just not a guy you let go.
Well, yeah, I mean I don't understand trading capital for a coach.
The Broncos did it. They
Yeah.
traded first for
No,
Sean
no,
Payton.
I know. I'm just saying I just don't like agree with it. Like I don't know. You could find your own coach for free.
Yeah, don't especially like if it was like a fourth round pick, whatever, but you're
There,
getting rid of a first rounder.
there's new coaches every year that people find that are good.
Exactly.
But all right, we'll talk about. So we had two key injuries, like we kind of
DJ Moore.
talked about it. First play of the
First.
game,
I
he
didn't even see
hurts.
what happened.
He got his. I think his ankle got rolled up on, which I think they should just shut him down, and then him and Komet should be shut down for the rest of the year. There's no point of like making this worse than it already is. I mean, DJ.
Well, I mean, according to Adam Johns about an hour ago, DJ Moore was not listed on the Bears injury report.
Really, he's Iron Man though. So,
Yeah, he is.
but yeah, like that was like not good. I mean, I guess if he feels good, you can play, but there's no point of jeopardizing anything right for this season because it's over pretty much. I mean, unless some crazy shit happens and we make the playoffs, because there's technically still a chance. But that would take the Giants beating the Rams, which I don't think is gonna happen.
I don't think so.
And then Komet got hurt, which sucks because he was having his best game of his career. Well, yeah, like
Yeah,
yardage
easily.
wise. Well, no tutties. That's I don't know how much you weigh that into it, but
Oh, well, didn't he have, was it 3 touchdowns against the Dolphins last year?
I think it was two, not three.
2?
But I got you get what we're going for here.
Well, I mean, 5 targets, 4 receptions, 107 yards.
Yeah, and that was all in one half.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's just like maybe he'll be like this will be the story of where we don't trade Greg Olson, and
I know.
I
We
like
actually keep our good young developing tight end.
that's cool. Don't make the same mistake twice. I always say that. Never
They
make the same
already
mistake
signed him to an
twice.
extension too.
Yeah, no, like he's here to stay, and he's on a pretty good deal for what he is.
I
Because
think it's like the 10th highest paid tight end.
yeah, it was a really good deal. He's getting paid like 12, maybe 11. I remember when it happened. I called his exact contract. I felt so cool. But yeah, no, he was having a big game, and he hurt his knee, so that's never a good sign. That's the guy I would be like, dude, like let's
Just sit.
like we got some tight end depth. Like a guy like
Oh,
Mercedes Lewis,
Mercedes,
who's
turn
catching
back the clock.
touchdowns. But all right, we'll kind of move on to a better note here. I know it's kind of it's a weird win. It's a weird. I tweeted about this.
It
It's
is.
a weird
It
win.
is.
But
It's like I don't know how to describe it.
on a good note here,
Khalil
Khalil
Herbert.
Herbert, big game, 112 yards in tutty, and he got drug tested. That's when you know you played good.
That's exactly.
But
That's
yeah,
when you know. You know who else got drug tested?
Kyler Gordon.
Yeah. NFL is such a joke.
I know. I like that's like kind of a compliment though, unless you're
It is,
actually
unless you're
on
actually
something.
juicing.
But
But with Khalil Herbert and pass pro, we know he's not
yeah,
juicing.
trust me, we know he's not. But yeah, no, he ran really well. Ran like just like his vision was well. He was carrying guys a little bit. Which
112 yards and a touchdown.
he reminded me like the way he was playing was the Texans game last year is kind of how he reminded me he was playing.
Yeah, yeah.
He was playing just like that, like where he was kind of like just kind of carrying guys for yards, which is what he can do.
The first part of this game, shout out to Pete Martunek. Believe I butchered that name. I apologize on Twitter. But I had the same thought process as him. When they were up 21-0, I was like, this reminds me exactly of the Texans game from 2020, where they just blew them out of the water, and it was just a totally pointless game for both teams.
Yeah, I did. Wait, I thought we made the playoffs that year.
We did,
did.
but it had that feeling where it's like we backdoored our way into the playoffs.
Okay, that
Cardinals lost.
Okay, that game was fun though.
I mean,
Dave Montgomery like 75-yard touchdown.
75-yard touchdown the first play of the game.
No, we were wearing the exact uniforms too, actually.
And it was like the day before Christmas.
That's actually that's pretty funny. Actually, I didn't put two and two together there.
I
But
don't know.
Herbert's more of a RB2 in my opinion. I don't think he can be a lead back.
They need to feed Roshan.
Yeah, Roshan he ran pretty well too. We didn't. I don't. We don't have his stats pulled up, but it looked
The
like
problem with the Bears,
the
they
eye
have like
test,
4
like
running back
solid.
twos.
Like there's like solid guys like to compliment him. I don't think they're gonna pick up a running back. I mean, okay, maybe they'll get a running back if Ian Cunningham becomes a GM, because then you'll have those two
You
third
get
round picks.
extra 2/3.
So
It's
maybe
actually,
then there, because this is a pretty good running back class. I would love the guy out of Notre Dame. It's like Audric Estime.
yeah, he's good.
He's a big guy too, and he's like
Um,
him and Herbert or Roshan even would compliment each other. Well, like there's just a bunch. This is a very like deep running back. I mean, I feel like it's always is. You'll always find your guys, but
I'm a big Blake Corum fan.
really, I don't
Yeah,
know. He doesn't really get me going that much, but
got to spread some Wildcat love. Michael Wiley.
dude, Ray Davis is like actually like a good running back.
Did he declare?
He will. I mean, he's kind of a complete back. He's actually pretty good in pass pro, and then he can like he can catch passes out the backfield, runs pretty hard. I mean, he's like I think he could be pretty good actually. He'll probably be like a
Did you
fourth
guys
round,
win
fifth
your
round
bowl
pick.
game?
Play on the 29th or 28th. I forget.
Okay, we
But-
play tomorrow against Oklahoma.
Yeah, that'll probably lose that one.
No way. Half
Yep.
the Oklahoma's team transferred out.
Nope. I just want to like make you mad.
Tom's a hater. He's underrated the Arizona Wildcat football team.
But we'll
Jed
move.
Fish is building an army.
Hey, if we're talking about building an army, Kentucky is with their transfers. But
That is true.
well, we'll talk about the O-line play. They played just very well.
This is why I gave Fields a C. Just because like he was sacked once.
I want to point out that Lucas Patrick actually played pretty damn good.
We got to give him his flowers.
Yeah, he played a good
He
game.
had a nice game.
Really, everybody just played good, and that's. I mean, the O-line is, I guess, against his pass rush. It's really.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think I can name one Arizona Cardinals defensive lineman.
I could, or I at the beginning of the season, I completely forget his name though. I remember I actually thought about this once, and I named one. It was an edge rusher, but no, I don't remember. So it's hard to name it really anybody on their defense besides Buda Baker.
Yeah, Buda Baker. They don't have Isaiah Simmons anymore.
No, it's just really a rough go at things. Oh,
Man.
Ledbetter. Ledbetter's actually pretty solid.
I thought Isaiah Simmons was going to be a stud, but he never really had a position.
Yeah, he doesn't really fit anywhere.
I remember in that draft, I was playing a lot of Madden, and I had like 4 different Isaiah Simmons cards for no reason.
It's cute. But yeah, no, the O-line, I mean, Fields had some plays where he had like 8 seconds with no pressure.
Yeah.
And we still didn't get anything.
Yeah. Still only had 170 yards.
Yeah.
Over half to Komet.
Talking about Fields just kind of like, doing his thing. He had a argument with
Him
Luke
and Getsy
Getsy,
were arguing.
which is great. I like that.
They're arguing on they were just talking on Fields making sure Getsy doesn't follow him to Atlanta.
Yeah, buddy, stay far away.
Stay away.
Go back to college.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they were arguing. I mean, two wrongs don't make a right.
Exactly. And
Even
we
though
definitely have 2 wrongs.
Luke Getsy is definitely like the main,
bigger wrong.
Yeah, but I mean, there's still some plays where Fields just has to hit the guys, that like the plays that Getsy draws up. Oh, there was one screenplay. There was a screenplay, and we had it would have been a touchdown, and Fields just didn't throw it.
There was one where he had DJ Moore. No one was within 15 yards of DJ Moore.
That I saw that. I didn't time up the video because if he was going to throw, that was the throw to Komet that we were talking about, and I didn't slow it down because I honestly didn't care enough. But to see when he was pulling the trigger to see if the safety bit down yet. But
yeah, that's true.
I have to look at it more. But every week this guy he misses. So there was one Vilas ran a comeback route where he totally could have layered it over the linebacker and hit him for probably 20 yards, and he just did not throw it.
Yep, I know. He was wide open. I mean, that's as open as you're going to get in the NFL.
Yeah, you got to be able to make that
throw the ball.
The biggest thing, I guess we're gonna talk about Caleb Williams a little bit later. I just want to talk about this now. The people that think that really everybody underrates about Caleb and Fields is their release. Caleb Williams' release is just so much faster.
Lightning quick.
And
I mean,
that
I'll
matters
bring it
so
up.
much.
The throw against UCLA last year where he's rolling left, and then he just fires a dart to I don't even know who the receiver was, but it's just one of those throws where it's like, wow. It's a wow throw.
Yeah, it's that like that was the big. I mean, even Fields like coming out of college, like that was kind of one of his knocks. Is his release was like a baseball throw, and then they
Ill
fixed it
will,
kind of.
if you're
But
still a Bears fan, in 3 years when we eventually ruin Caleb Williams, that'll be, your new Clemson throw for Fields.
yeah, like dude, he has it. I swear,
He has it. Look
dude.
at this throw against Stanford where
Dude,
he bombed the defense for 65 yards.
we should not take Archie Manning. Like,
It's a never-ending cycle, man. I
yeah,
hate being a Bears fan.
yeah. But I just wanted to talk about his release because nobody talks about it. Nobody, and they should. That makes such a huge difference
Exactly.
on his like timing throws, especially. Or if you want to like fit a tight window, like boom, like the guy can't react as fast to your throw. Like I know it's like maybe like 1.2 seconds, but like that's a lot. That's the difference between getting a hand on the ball and not.
Yeah, exactly.
But all right, we'll kind of move over to the defense here. Once again, a very solid performance from the fellows. There's
Defense.
really only one like I'd say standout because like everybody played a good game. Like we were getting pressure, but Kyler Gordon had
He
himself a
also got
really
drug
nice
tested.
game. Yeah, got. That's just what I'm like. You played for the Bears and played good, buddy. You're on
Buddy, you're
something.
juicing
Yeah,
it.
but no, he had a very good game. It was funny. There was one they were trying to run like a slot fade down the sideline. It was on like third down, and like I saw it immediately. I was like, they're gonna target him right here, and that just like did not work. I felt like a genius in that moment too. I love poor. I'm like poor man's Tony Romo.
Tony Romo hasn't been right for a while though now.
Okay, maybe
He's lost his touch.
he's
He's
poor
poor man's Tom.
he's poor man me. But
I mean, it's really nice to see the development from Kyler Gordon and Tyreek Stevenson has also kind of come around these last couple
that's why
weeks.
you don't give up too early on like any player. Really,
Well, especially corners
DBs,
because
just
those guys
DBs in
take
general.
the longest to develop.
I have been defending Tyreek Stevenson since the beginning.
He has the tools to be really good.
No, he does. He's very physical. He has good like ball skills.
Decent speed.
Yeah, he's pretty quick, dude.
I mean, all right. Let's be real. It really helps young corners and DBs when you're getting pass rush.
No, exactly. That's the biggest benefactor for any secondary. Like, I mean, as soon as you brought Montez Sweat in, why do you think we got all these turnovers eventually? Like, because guys
Exactly.
start panicking, they make like 50-50 throws, and you got to
I'm
make a
gonna
play.
get so much hate for this take, and I love Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack's probably one of my top 3 favorite football players ever.
You better break my
But
heart.
has Montez Sweat played better than Khalil Mack?
Not even close.
Yes, dude. He has more of an impact because that defense was already really good.
Okay. Actually, last night I watched a 41-minute video of the 2018 Bears highlights.
Dude, I watch that video once a month.
But that like started the season with Khalil Mack. Like, oh my
That first
goodness.
half in that Packers game, I was like, we're winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that I don't even want to like go into that game, but no, Khalil Mack
Second half of that game,
Khalil Mack like it was
Kyle Fuller,
consistent.
man.
Okay, the difference between Khalil and Montez is Khalil's like getting strips like on the QB.
That's
like,
true. That's true.
I
But
think
I guess I'm playing better. I put it the wrong way. Has had a greater
transformed.
impact and transformed the defense.
Okay, that's different though. Like, yeah, obviously he's gonna impact a defense that's been struggling more. Like, okay, like from bad to good, and then like from good to great. Obviously, it's a bigger jump, but Khalil Mack was definitely the better player, like in his tenure.
If you had to do one of the 2 trades, what would you do?
Oh, what do you mean?
Like if you had to pick one of the 2 trades to
Like,
undo.
Oh, I'm undoing the Mac trade because that
Okay,
we
I
gave
agree. 2 firsts.
for
That was Pace new. I mean, he still somehow got 3 extra years after that.
yeah, I know, but well, okay,
Well,
because
2018 was they were good.
he could kind of ride Khalil though, because like everybody loved him. Like,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, I was so excited about the trade, but He's like obviously you're in like a decoy,
Yeah, exactly. But
but
that that was like the go for it move.
yeah, we weren't ready.
We didn't have a quarterback.
Exactly. Well, yeah, no,
We
I don't
thought we did.
honestly like. I was looking at like again like those highlights like of Trubisky. Like this guy sounds like really like stupid, but like Fields just is not making some of those throws.
Yes. You watch up until he got hurt. I think in the Vikings game.
I'm sorry. Before you say anything, if you're watching the YouTube video, Tristan has made the corniest. Like he rose his hands in the air and started swinging them.
Said about 30 minutes in the YouTube video.
Yeah, but
Um,
go ahead.
before he got hurt against the Vikings off that cheap shot on Sunday Night Football, you know what play I'm talking about?
I don't remember. I know. I remember him getting hurt, but I don't remember the cheap shot really. Or
That the
was it
first,
Kendricks?
I think it was.
I kind of remember it. Vivid, because like it was like 5 years ago. But
Mitch was a totally different player after that, and then before that, like the flashes were there. Yes, he had the 6 touchdown game, but like he had been playing really, really well, and then he gets hurt, misses the Giants game that they lost.
that was a
Uh,
brutal one. It's like if we win one of those games, that double doink never happens
they were
because we
they
would have
lost
had
4 games that year.
the first round bye because we had the Rams tiebreaker.
Think about it. They lost to the Packers by what? 1?
Yeah, something like that. Well, like we choked like a 20-point lead.
Yeah, choked the
Patriots we
20-point lead.
were 1 yard
1 yard
short.
away from tying the
The
game.
Dolphins, Parkey missed a field goal.
Overtime loss.
Parkey missed
Missed
a
the
game
game
winner.
winner. Yeah. And then the Giants.
And then that was just
That was
Trubisky.
also
Like,
overtime.
honestly, yeah, that was overtime. But
They
I
probably
like
should have lost. They got the onside kick.
yeah, to be fair. But like if Trubisky plays, you know,
Yeah, Chase Daniel played that game.
who knows? But
But they were 4 plays away from going 16-0.
I know that's like nuts too. I just
That team was so fun, man.
could have been. And then the crazy disappointment the next year. But
Well, the first 5 weeks were cool. Then they lost to the Raiders in London, and it was over.
it was not you could just it was not the same though. You could tell.
Oh, it was they were winning like 14-10.
Yeah. Like I went to that Packers Bears opening night.
That was probably maybe actually that game and week 1 this year have been 2 of the most excited games I've like I can't even speak right now. Those 2 games I was the most excited to watch. More in 2019 because I thought that they were going to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah. 14-2, Mitch MVP. That's Tristan said that.
That was
by the way.
that was my take. Could not have been further from the truth.
All right,
Let's talk about Caleb Williams and
No.
these like tweets.
We're not done yet.
Oh, we're not done?
We're not done yet.
What do we have?
The secondary. Oh, we did talk about the secondary.
We just talked about the secondary.
No, but okay. But I just wanted to put in there because we only really keyed on
Kyler Gordon.
the defense. Like just everybody played good. Just nobody like Kyler was the only one that kind of stood out.
Yeah, everyone was like,
everybody was doing their job.
Yeah,
that's all I can ask for. Javon Dexter almost had another sack too.
I love that guy.
There was a stat like it's like he has more pressures than Jalen Carter since like week 6 or 7 or somewhere around there.
It helps my agenda pushing.
Yeah, we talk about that every episode, so we're gonna take a break this one.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe if you're lucky, you can. Maybe he'll say next one after Javon Dexter gets 8 sacks against the Falcons
offensive line.
That we will be there for.
Yes.
Fun fact.
Come say hi.
That's gonna be a long day. Because it's New Year's Eve.
Oh, I didn't even think. I have dinner plans after that too.
Do you? I don't know if I'm gonna go out to the bars or just go to somebody else's house. We're still trying to figure that one out. But
yes.
We'll talk about Caleb Williams giving the Bears a scare. Or fans
like tweets.
Start with the
The first one here at Spenny Sham 22. Bet you he's from Schaumburg.
nah,
Uh,
no way.
he tweeted out on Christmas Eve only one option for the Chicago Bears in the 2024 NFL draft, and it's not Caleb Williams. We want Justin Fields. The answer is Marvin Harrison Jr. Caleb Williams, like that tweet.
We should talk about it. Um, so when this happened, like was this Christmas Eve?
Christmas Eve.
Yeah, it was after like it's kind of funny because it was after we're gonna talk about the Patriots game, but it was just right after that. So I'm like ecstatic, like dude, like you are a bear.
Yes, you're a bear.
But I saw
I don't
that,
put any stock into these like tweets.
my heart dropped. Heart
I don't
dropped.
put stock. You put the contract in front of the guy, he sees the big number, and it's like, ooh,
All right, man, maybe this ain't so bad.
it's not
But
that bad.
But then people brought up some receipts of him doing this back in the day with Oklahoma and like just liking these like dumb tweets that are like Caleb Williams isn't even the top 5 most valuable player in football and he likes it. Like
Dude,
what?
I like this in a guy. It shows personality.
Yeah, I saw this thing. He's like people are like, "Oh, Mahomes like I guess right now he's getting a little bit of hate for being emotional." But like, "Oh my god, Mahomes is yelling at his teammates on the sideline. He's so competitive." Like, "Oh my god." And like Caleb
Caleb
Williams,
Williams does it.
oh, he's an emotional bitch.
It's like that meme where it's like it's the fat guy with no shirt, and it's like put a shirt on.
Oh yeah, and then it's Lizzo.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, it is.
empowering.
That was so funny. But yeah, no, I'm with that. I don't like I don't care that he paints his nails. Like
Dude, if you score touchdowns, I don't care what you do.
yeah, exactly. That's it. Like I was talking to my dad. I'm like, you're not gonna like it, but like I don't. Like he can do whatever the hell he wants, bro. He could like I don't know. I was like thinking something crazy, but I don't even know. But if he did something really weird, but he was or like that is legal and okay,
Yeah,
I am completely okay with that as long as he's bringing the Bears wins and scoring touchdowns.
exactly. And
And like,
then go ahead.
oh, I was just
I'm
like,
just gonna read the next tweet.
okay, and I was just like, and like, dude, like people are just like blowing this out of proportion. Like he cares, and that's
I
good.
mean, literally in his Heisman speech last year when he won the Heisman, he was like, "Yeah, this is cool, but you guys get to play in the college football playoff."
Yeah, I didn't like the caring is such a big thing. But you can read the next tweet now. Go ahead.
At James underscore Sweener tweeted on Christmas Day, I've waited my whole life for a QB like Caleb Williams on the Chicago Bears. Hashtag the Bears. I spent Christmas making this, but I'm not paying for a blue check to post the full thing in one tweet. True freshman not supposed to be in this game, by the way, at Caleb Williams. And this is when he came in the Red River rivalry against Texas. I'm sorry. This is first game, true freshman. This is better than any college tape from Justin Fields. The only one that I would say rivals this one is
The
the
Clemson game.
Clemson game.
Yeah. That game was ridiculous. Like you look at some of the throws this guy was making. Oh my god.
Who, Caleb or Justin?
Yeah, Caleb.
The 18-year-old.
It was insane.
I mean, he came in his first play. He ran for a 60-yard touchdown.
Do you remember when he stripped his own teammate and like got the first down?
I mean, I was just watching. Of course, it cut off right as he was about to uncork like a 70-yard bomb.
There was one throw. This guy was like going like he was probably 60 yards on the field. It was like running like he was running like a corner to like the front pylon. It was just an absolute fucking like beautiful throw.
I don't understand the discourse on why people don't want this guy.
Oh, it's because Justin, but I mean part of it is his like demeanor, and then the other part is like, oh, he has the same problems as Justin. He fumbles.
Justin, I never understand that argument. One is the undrafted college quarterback. The other one's in year 3 in the NFL.
Yeah, I just like his problems are his problems, and also like this year, like if you watch like even 5 minutes of USC game on offense, like Like it's just not. That's just not realistic for how it's going to be in the NFL
I
with any
mean,
team.
exact. Look what happened when he actually had NFL talent.
Yeah, when you had a receiver,
A
Jordan
receiver,
Addison.
Jordan Addison, and a decent line because he had
Yeah,
Andrew Voorhees. I
but
mean, I don't even the uh Jerry Rice's kid. He's gonna be like a third round pick just
then
because of his name.
yeah,
If the Bears do get the first overall pick and don't take this guy, I'm gonna be disappointed.
the only like there's one like obviously like that's what I want. But if you trade out and get like a absolute haul again, like I'll be like like I like kind of get it. But if you
I
just
get it. The only problem is though, like
no, I agree. I know exactly what you're gonna say is we're never gonna pick this high for a QB again, and
not
then
even that, but like I know everyone's like, well, look at the 49ers. Brock Purdy was the last pick in the draft. You have to hit on every one of those trade. Like they missed on the quarterback trade.
yeah.
But look, I mean, they got Trent Williams. Their defense is just, I mean, they had these high picks, right?
Well,
Like they took Bosa second overall.
they hit Warner on like the third round, like a third round pick.
Yeah.
Hargraves was a free agent.
Yep.
I'm just trying to like go around the Travis Ward was a free agent.
Like at some point you have to take the blue chip talent.
Well, I like my argument is like okay, for Fields to win a Super Bowl, the situation. I'm sorry, I'm repositioning really quick. Oh my god, but
The
um,
situation would have to be perfect.
perfect, and that's like why would you want that? Like that is so hard to get into like where the 49ers are. Like
I mean, yeah.
there's a reason they're the only team that it's like that.
I mean, let's see. That's super. Kansas City superstar quarterback. Rams beat Cincinnati. The Rams were really good and had a mid quarterback. They get Matthew Stafford, they win the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
Tampa Bay, solid roster,
Tom
didn't have a
Brady,
quarterback. Tom Brady comes in, they win the Super Bowl. Kansas City,
Mahomes.
that defense was not that good. Patrick Mahomes comes in, wins the Super Bowl. New England, Tom Brady wins the Super Bowl. The outlier in the last since 2010 is Philly in 2017.
With Nick Foles, yeah.
But like
That's
that
just like
team was that
that,
was
that's also like 1 in a million. Like, wow, how the hell did this
he had a
happen?
Linsanity run.
Yeah,
Former Arizona Wildcat Nick Foles.
really.
Yeah,
Former Chicago Bear.
big dick Nick. But then it's Tom Brady, Super Bowl 50, old ass Peyton Manning. But that defense, I mean, it's top 5 defense ever probably.
Yeah, it was a very good team.
Then Tom Brady, Russell Wilson, Joe Flacco. Apparently, he's generational with the performance he put on last weekend.
I mean, just
Jeez.
like since he's been like playing for the Browns. I mean, the Bears did a pretty good job against him, but
Yeah.
we're the only team to really hold him in check. I know he had like a lot of yards, but he had like a good amount of turnovers.
Then it's Eli Manning, probably a Hall of Famer. Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees.
And just kind of it shows. It's the proof is in the pudding.
Exactly.
Like even like I mean, we talk about the 49ers like, "Oh man, their roster is so good and all this." Where's their Super Bowl?
I mean, even the losers. Indianapolis, prime Peyton Manning, Ben Roethlisberger, Tom Brady, Colin Kaepernick when he was a stud, Peyton Manning his MVP year, Russell Wilson, Cam Newton his MVP year, Matt Ryan MVP, Tom Brady, Jared Goff. I mean, he was
That
good
defense
that
is
year.
just elite.
Bears broke him.
Honestly, though, Goff did have a really good year though.
Yeah, he did. And then you get Jimmy G, but
That's where it's a little like that's where like an outlier. But like
that's where it's like that their team is just so
I,
good.
as I'm saying though, is like I'm not like dissing the Niners here, but like you like everybody's like, oh yeah, we need to do this. Where's their Super Bowl?
Where's the Super Bowl?
Where is it? Like I'm sorry, but everything has to go slow. Like at the end of the day, making plays at the end of the game, it's in one guy's hands, and I still don't think Purdy can do that. And that's just
I
where I
don't
stand.
either.
Like I'm not even saying this because he had a bad game last week. I think the MVP is CMC because really no
If
QB
he
deserves it
doesn't
this
win the
year.
MVP, shout out CMC. You won me at least $60 because I made my fantasy football championship. Thank you. Thank you, Devonte Adams, for just not playing. That was the big one.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's really a shame I didn't make the playoffs because like my team has been doing so good in like their postseason.
yeah,
I told you it was like just
in
too
the
little, too
loser
late,
bracket.
too
Yeah,
little, too late.
it evened out though after all your fraudulent wins.
Yeah, I guess. But the team was there. I think I just like I drafted too many rookies.
Yeah,
I
you
I
you
knew
do you do like drafting the rookies.
I do because they always end up being good down the stretch. But I just like I was one game short to put it to work because I there's a good chance I'd be playing you right now in that championship if like because I looked at it like I didn't set my lineup and I said CJ Stroud who did not play and I still dropped 145.
Oh, easily because 161 won the other matchup.
Yeah, no, like there you go. Like yeah, I have like I don't know. I mean, I guess I would have probably started Kyler, but so doesn't matter. It's whatever. Your money will be get. I have it in cash apparently because I Venmoed it to my mom,
All
so
right,
I didn't spend it.
perfect.
So there you go. But yeah, Caleb Williams, please be bear.
I mean, going on to CMC, if you take a CMC off the 49ers, are they 11-4?
No,
Not at all.
no, it's simple as that. The way
Yeah,
he hits
it's
the hole is
stupid
just nuts.
that it's a quarterback award.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, their offense,
Okay,
like they'll give it to Ayuk or Debo, but it's just give it to CMC and get out of the way.
well every year there's usually one QB that just like plays really good. None of them this year. Just
Nothing this year.
and that's just like where you have to like kind of lay the hammer. Like, all right, dude. Like, if Lamar wins MVP, I'm like, his stats are like not good. Like, or like they're not that good for like an
If
MVP.
Lamar wins MVP, it's just proving it's a quarterback award.
I'm gonna tell you his stats. It's like I don't like I love Lamar Jackson, but he
All right,
has he
I
has
just saw a
19 ready.
hypothetical.
Wait, he has 19 passing touchdowns and wait, oops, 19 touchdowns and 7 picks. If that is an MVP, I'm sorry. I understand he's a like he runs, but that's insane.
Yeah.
But here, go with your hypothetical.
All right. This is from Twitter. I saw it yesterday, and I just lost it. I just saw it again, and I lost it. I forgot who put it. Who put it out there? It's you trading the first overall pick next, both seconds next year for Justin Herbert.
I'm in.
I think I'd agree.
I mean, he's top.
If
I'm
you're
my
only
top
giving
five
up
QB.
one first round pick, obviously it's number one for Justin Herbert.
He's
I'm doing
elite.
it.
He's elite. I mean, I feel bad for the guy. His defense is always like the worst defense in the league. It's like
It's no help.
I know his best weapons Keenan Allen, who he had a good year, but he's getting up there. Mike Williams tore his ACL. Quentin Johnson's been absolutely terrible. Austin Eckler's like trash.
I will fully admit I was on the Quentin Johnson hype train.
I hopped off before it was all said and done.
I I wanted the Bears to draft him if they traded with someone like farther down, but I also got Kevin White flashbacks.
The problem with him was that he is a big receiver that cannot catch a jump ball.
That's true. You look at his TCU tape and he doesn't win 50-50 balls.
He's a yak guy. He really
Yeah.
is. Which there's no problem with that, but they might be. I mean, even this year though, he's just dropping balls he shouldn't be dropping.
Like the one against Green Bay.
Yeah, I mean, there's just a couple all year. It's just you can't do that. But I think we talk about
the Patriots
yeah.
beating the Broncos.
It was a Christmas miracle.
Thank
As I would
you,
like to say for
Chad
Caleb Williams.
Ryland and Bailey Zappi.
Hopefully for Caleb Williams, unless some like
Hopefully.
crazy. It's like a 98% chance we get number one. It's if the
Carolina
Panthers
essentially
wins
has to
out,
win the last two games.
and then the Cardinals have to lose out.
Lose the last two.
Yeah,
because Arizona has a strength of schedule of 561.
Yeah, that
Carolina's
won't
strength
even be
of
close.
schedule is 522.
In the Carolina, they played Tampa and Jacksonville, and I think Jacksonville they really need a get right week, right? So hopefully they can sneak into the playoffs or win the division.
No Trevor Lawrence though.
Is he? Oh,
He's doubtful.
oh no,
I'm scared.
they're a better team though. Who's their
If
back?
Carolina wins out, we drop down to like
4.
4.
Jacksonville roster. I don't know who their backup is.
They just signed someone. Hopefully, we get like a Jake Browning performance.
Yeah, I would hope. Let's look. This is not this website is not very. Oh, go to depth chart. It's a lot better. All right, quarterback. Where are you? Oh, CJ Beathard, Iowa legend.
Oh,
You know, back in the day, I used to watch. My dad went to Iowa, and we call him CJ Beat Hard. So he honestly is not like. I don't think he's that bad as of a backup. He
we'll
played for
see.
He was with the 49ers for a little bit. He was like, I mean, he wasn't like dude, get this guy out of the game. He obviously wasn't good, but
I need to get this out. Nick Mullins almost sold everybody out with the Justin Jefferson prop on Prize Picks.
Nick Mullins almost sold my -2.5 Lions.
Oh, I bet you were sweating after that missed field goal. I saw you tweeted on
Yeah,
our podcast Twitter.
it was like an elite takes tweet. It was like, man, this game is peak.
This
I'm like,
game's
not.
great.
I was like,
Not when
not
you
if,
have -2.5.
when they missed the PAT.
It all worked out.
No, it did. I won my money. That's all you can ask for. But yeah, no, Patriots like it. I want to talk about Christian Barmore. I never know how to say it, but he had 3 sacks. He was a game wrecker. He looked like Chris Jones out there. Oh my goodness. And then I mean just some like their defense is like they're really not that like they're a bad team just because their offense, but their
Their
defense is pretty
defense is
solid.
good. That's how they beat Pittsburgh.
Yeah, their defense is pretty good. Yeah, but then Zappy like he played fine. But Chad Ryland, I was about to kill him because he missed a field goal and an extra point. But when the game was on the line to win it for the Bears, he nails a 56-yard field goal right down the middle. And that's at the end of the day, he got it done.
He got it done.
And I was so happy. I was like screaming in my house. Because like for my family, I know you were at a Christmas party, but for me, like on Christmas Eve, it's just like me, like in my immediate family.
I didn't even know. I was at a Christmas party. I was just scrolling through TikTok and I see Thomas's big head. Patriots win. And it's like I texted him. I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Did you not see?" And I was like, "No."
It was like so over too, because like they punted the ball. It was a bad punt. The Broncos are at like their own 40 with like 2 minutes left. I'm like, yeah, it's done.
It's cooked.
But
you know who
it was
else came through?
the Packers.
Jordan Love.
Wow, that game was. You know, I was watching that with the Lions game at the time, and I was like,
Oh man, Thomas is gonna have heart palpitations.
yeah. Oh my goodness.
I was watching that game. I had put on Prize Picks. I took Jordan Love's green square. It was over 199.5 yards, and he was at like 165. And they were up 2 touchdowns, and I was like, God damn it, they're just gonna run the ball. And then Carolina scored. They went 3 and out, and they scored again. And I totally forgot about my bet. I was pissed. Because Carolina tied the game. And then Jordan Love hit a bomb to Romeo. I never know how to say his name.
I say Dubs, but it's Dobbs, but I don't know.
Whatever. And to hit my bet, and that put him in field goal range to win the game. And I was like,
oh,
yay.
you gotta talk about the end of. Okay, first Joe Barry, the Packers defensive
Joe Barry's
coordinator.
terrorist.
He is a con man. He is like terrible. Hey, remember your Bryce Young? He sucks. He had such a good game, but besides the point.
Bryce Young still does suck.
No, he looked really good, but
Beating up on a Joe Barry defense is nothing.
no, Justin Fields couldn't do it.
I never said Justin Fields was good though.
But at the end of the game, like they had a chance to they were spiking the ball and they could have taken like a 50-yard game tying field goal. They spiked it with 1 second left, but the ball didn't hit the ground until the clock hit 0.
Yeah, it
And
was actually really close.
it was the right call, but
Totally unbiased because fuck the Packers, but also
we
beat
wanted them to
Carolina.
win.
It was the right call.
But oh my goodness, that was really close. I would have like that would have been so like Packers to screw us over again.
It's happened every time.
It's
You
kind of
need them
funny,
to
like
win to make the playoffs, they lose.
yeah, like for like screwing us over. At least the Patriots still would have given us hope if the Panthers was up. But now that Lawrence isn't playing and if the Bucks rest guys, I don't think they will. But if they
I think
do,
they'll still be fighting for division title.
that's all we need there. Because they're honestly Baker's been heating it up.
I think Jacksonville will be good enough
Yeah, just
to
like
where
on
the rest of
paper.
their roster should win them the game.
Yeah, I agree.
But who knows? They need to lose one more, and
Yeah,
then
one more, and then it's over.
I think one more clinches it.
It's over. It is over if they win
Because
one
who
more.
does Arizona play? They play the Eagles and the Seahawks.
So they're probably gonna lose both of those.
They'll probably lose both, but also those are two decent teams.
The Seattle game will be close. I think division game.
Well, if Seattle wins this weekend, I don't know who they're playing, but if they win this
Steelers.
weekend,
Just play the Steelers.
they'll be 9-7. I think they clinch the playoff spot.
I think they're pretty fraudulent, but
I do too. I think Philly's fraudulent.
I feel like everybody thinks that though.
I'm calling it now. It's going to be a Miami versus Dallas Super Bowl. Miami's going to win.
I think we got a preview on Sunday.
Yeah, I forgot they just played.
Yeah, no, or maybe it was Monday. I'm talking about.
Whatever.
But I'm talking about Ravens and Niners. Just still riding with it. I just think like in the NFC especially, the Niners are just above and beyond.
Agreed. Their roster's so good.
But like what happened with Brock Purdy, like that'll happen though when you don't have the QB.
Should we congratulate Detroit winning a division for the first time since 1993?
It's their first time actually ever winning the NFC North because it was the NFC Central before.
Central.
Woo!
I find it crazy that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had won the NFC North more recently than the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, that's hilarious. I mean, hey, good for them. Have fun while it lasts, because the next year it's Bears.
Bears. We're gonna take the North and never give it back.
Honestly, like if we get Caleb Williams next year, I still don't think we'll win the division, just because like Ricky QB, like it barely.
Depending on their other moves, if they got Caleb Williams with everything right now.
Okay, let's say what they do is they get Caleb, they get Rome Odunze, and then they get a center in free agency.
I think the floor is 7 wins.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think they'll be in the hunt for sure. But like I said, like even like if Caleb Williams, like obviously we really like him, but he's at the end of the day he's rookie QB, and it's very rare that these CJ Stroud situations happen.
The only like silver lining, if they do get him, is this will by far be the best situation any first overall pick's gone into.
Yeah, I feel like we've talked about that. It's just like it's not like he's going like the number one pick goes to the worst team, and the Bears are not the worst team. I mean, even like people on Twitter, I retweeted something. I guess we talked about elite takes earlier, but I retweeted it. He like had the Bears 14th in his power rankings, and it's like we are 3 like insane chokes away from being 9-6.
Yeah, and alive for a division title.
I know, like that's insane. We are a good team, or like a solid team, not good.
They're not a Super Bowl winning team.
No, but like this is a team that
could win in the wild card.
Could win a playoff game.
Yeah.
Which, that's why I feel like Justin's just holding us back there. Like the defense is a top 10 D. It's kind of funny. Like 2 weeks ago, we're like, man, is this team, the top 10 D maybe. That like we'll go like 14. No, bro, like this is like you could debate this as top 5 defense right now.
Oh, easily.
And then your offense, like you're supporting, like we've talked about our offensive line. We are a center away from having like probably a top 10 unit.
Top 10.
You have like, in my opinion, like a top 5 tight end commit, but he is top 5. He's 5. But you could like, even if you're like not like sugarcoating it for us being Bears fans, he's 8. Sure, that he's a
Top
top 10,
10 easily.
easily top 10 tight end. You have DJ Moore, who's a top 10
Top
receiver.
15, top 10 wide receiver.
Top 10. He's top 10. And then you add Odunze, which will complement more well. He's also another
Yeah,
huge yak guy. And oh my, like you are just like that is such a like you really can't get into a better situation unless like the 49ers trade 3 firsts for the number 1 pick.
exactly.
But
But I think they're scarred from the Trey Lance
no,
trade.
they won't. They won't. I'm just like I'm just talking here, but I mean the defense is like I don't know, like you replace Eddie Jackson with whoever.
Cam Curl,
That'd be
he's a free agent.
he doesn't really fit what we need there though. We need more of a ball hawking safety. He's more of a run support guy, but
That's I guess him
I
and
I,
Jaquan Brisker are the same.
I really like Cameron Curl, but like you get a guy like as Geno Stone, I'm pretty sure is a free agent. You throw Geno Stone back there, or you draft a guy like the guy. There's a guy out of Minnesota. You have Cameron Kitchens from Miami.
There are a lot of avenues to where whatever rookie QB they bring in, if they're just average, they don't need to be even play like CJ Stroud.
I
You just
do
need to be the tier above Fields.
I do agree
Right.
though. Like the expectation for Caleb is winning Rookie of the Year
Oh, 100%.
because like people are like talking like okay he comes in like what are we like expecting? Like I think a good line from would be about like maybe 25 touchdowns, like 10 picks.
3,500 yards, maybe.
Yeah, just under 4,000, and maybe he'll get you probably 500 rushing yards, 400 rushing yards in there too. Maybe he'll take in like 3 or 4 for touchdowns too, and that's like the greatest Bears quarterback season of all time.
Yeah, for real. I mean, if you look at it, if the season ended today, it'd be Caleb Williams 1. Arizona probably takes Marvin Harrison Jr. I
I
think that's probably going to be
that will be
Williams'
traded.
biggest.
That will be traded. That they are not.
Really, you
They're
think
not
so?
the Cardinals pick. They are not staying there. That makes no sense. Their roster has way too many holes.
That's true.
But
Who would trade up? I guess Atlanta at 10.
Commanders want to trade up.
There's 3 though.
I know, but I mean trading up one. The Bears did it.
That's
Okay, that's
Don't
there you
remind
go.
me.
If you're the Cardinals, like you actually have leverage too.
Dude,
There's like
that'd be crazy. It's the team at 3 trades up to 2 to take another North Carolina quarterback.
oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. But they like the Patriots, they are so threatening to trade up with them, and then the Commanders like, dude, like we can't do this. Like here's like second, third, and fourth round pick here. And then boom, they take their QB. You still get Marvin Harrison at 3, and like this is like where you actually have a suitor because there are people threatening. Like the Raiders. What if the Raiders want to trade up? Like they're playing such good
From
ball right now,
13. Yeah.
and like if they got their guy, I mean
You have
maybe
the Raiders. You have Minnesota at
yeah.
15.
I'll put on Tankathon here, but
Giants at 5. Who knows what
they
they're gonna do?
they need a QB. They do.
But they just signed Jones to that extension.
They need a QB. I don't care. Like you can't just like say that. It doesn't matter if they signed him. He's not good
Does
enough.
Tennessee have their QB?
I think they're gonna roll with Levis for now.
You have to think about
Levis has showed some flashes. Atlanta, New Orleans, like
I'm hoping one of these teams gets desperate.
oh,
Like,
can I interrupt you?
go ahead.
It was today that the Denver they're looking off like they're benching Russell Wilson for the rest of the season. They might be trying to like trade up too.
Really, I did not see that.
Yeah, that's what that is a thing. But I'm just like putting it out. Even like the Steelers, like there are so many QB needy teams.
Yeah,
You can go on to what you're gonna say, but I just want to like they're like the Cardinals have a lot of leverage right there.
if you think about it, trading Fields, you'll get next year and his 5th-year option.
Is that how that works?
Yeah.
I didn't know if that's how it worked or not if they got traded, but
Sam Darnold. I think that's how it works.
I think Sam got 2/3.
Sam got a 2nd and a 3rd.
Okay.
If you're thinking about, I mean, let's say the Raiders don't trade up and they're sitting at 13, and they miss out on all their possible trade ups, and they're not like they need like the rest of their team is really good.
Yeah,
Do you think they get desperate and trade 13 for Fields?
I think that's where Shane Daniels ends up landing, is a Raider.
That's true. I forgot.
I think
There's
that
mocks. Well, hold on. Well, I mean, we need a quarterback. Washington needs a quarterback. New England, the Giants, Atlanta. No way. I think Jaden Daniels goes way before 13.
that's what I think that. No, I'm not saying they're gonna sit, but they could
Oh,
trade up
oh,
like to like I don't know like let's see here like maybe they trade with I don't know like maybe the Chargers at 6 because maybe they want to get a little soft rebuild going and
I
they
don't
get
even
they
know who LA takes at 6.
I would probably I think they'll take neighbors. I don't think because I don't think we're I think we're out of range right now.
Dude, I'm cool with Odunze.
I am too, but I'd rather have neighbors 100%.
I do. I mean, Malik Neighbors looks like a robot. He just looks insane. I
Yeah,
think it's gonna go Williams, trade, May, Marvin Harrison.
and that's where you
Uh,
get interesting here.
this because then you got New England and the
That's where I
Giants.
think probably Alu will go if the if New England does like if they don't like I don't think like on Tankathon they haven't taken Jaden Daniels. I think they'll just take an offensive lineman because their O line does need some help. They could take Alu, and then you have the Giants who could take. That's
Jaden.
where. Yeah, they
You
could.
have Joe Alt
We'll
too.
we'll go there. I think Joe Alt will find his way into being a Jet, barring like I think they would trade up a little bit for him, just because like
Tankathon has Caleb, Marvin, Drake, Daniels, Fashanu, Alt, Neighbors, Adunze.
yeah, that's where like I don't think that the Chargers are gonna take a tackle. Like I don't think you take Joe Alt and move him to right tackle. I don't like that.
I'm fully with if Poles wants to package a couple. Let's say Ian Cunningham gets a job, package those 2/3 and our first and like a future second to move up to like 5 to take Neighbors.
I agree. I thought you were gonna say Marvin. I'm like, dude, like that's just not happening. But like, I 100% agree. I think we should do kind of what the Texans did last year. Not the first round pick next year, but like a
Well, also they're not you're not having to jump from
yeah
12 to 2. It'd be
yeah
going from 8 or 9 to
like 5 or 6.
5 because the Bears winning one more game. I think they'll win this weekend.
I think we might win out.
I don't think we'll beat Green Bay. Our strength of schedule was so bad that it really doesn't matter.
Is it not?
If we win, we'll move to 9 from 8.
You are correct. Wait,
Oh, I'm sorry. We'll move
nope.
to
You
10.
yeah, because Atlanta. I don't want to win. Um, I really think like I agree with you though on like that trade up because like get like especially like rookie QB get him like you roll out there with DJ Moore, Malik Neighbors, and like I don't know
You can
who's a
put
free
me out
agent,
there, it won't matter.
who's a wide receiver 3. Get a guy like maybe like I think I'm pretty sure Kendrick Bourne's a free agent. Get like Kendrick Bourne, and then boom, right there you have Komet too. Your running back core is yeah, but
I think you're gonna have to take a running back in the
third.
well, you have to think if you're taking Caleb Williams, you're getting at least a second back for
Oh,
Fields.
yeah, maybe I don't know if it'd be a draft day trade though.
I think it'd be way in the beginning of the offseason.
You do? I feel like it would be after the combine and all that, because you want to get like Caleb everything. Like you want everything you have on him, and then he's completely done. It's just all interviews at that point, and then you make your
Yeah.
decision. But
All right. But we're running a little long. But last thing I want to say, what if the Bears do this is total meatball take? What if the Bears do a massive trade, send Justin Fields, the 8th overall pick, the Panthers' second rounder next year for the number 3 overall pick?
for number 3,
Yeah.
I mean, like I'd say yes, but I don't like.
You don't think the Commanders say yeah?
No, I don't.
You're dropping down 5 spots, you get your quarterback, and then you get another top pick next year in the second round.
For like I don't think they would. I think what they just want to take and develop their own guy.
Fair enough.
I at this point too, because I mean, who's their last like guy at QB that they've like really developed and gotten?
RG3.
But like that doesn't even count because he got hurt.
Well, they developed them and then fucked him.
Yeah, but you get what I'm saying. I think they're just gonna want to take their guy and ride with that. But I think we'll probably wrap it up right there.
Yeah. Well,
That was a good
good to be
episode.
back.
Yeah, good episode. I I
Thanks
li-
for
I, li-
listening, everybody.
I liked our ending right there. We really gotta. See, that's
I
where
did
the
too.
so the
Nice
off
little hypothetical.
with the off season we'll have a lot just because like all of that stuff. But
We'll come up with something stupid every Bears
yeah.
episode.
But all right, we'll see you guys.
Have a good one.